Hello, welcome back to my channel. Oh my days, why is my camera already lagging, bro? Great start, my camera is already lagging. Welcome to my channel, I'm a bit late. My apologies, happens sometimes in weekdays. I know my camera is turned off, let me fix that quickly. There we go. My camera is loading in, give it a second. But yeah, I'm a little bit late. It's alright though. It happens sometimes in weekdays. Sometimes it just happens in weekdays. Can't do much about that. Anyhow, we're watching Union against Standard. Let's hope for the Union to take an L here. It would help with Club Brugge if Union doesn't play too well at the start of the season here. And Union has the ball at the moment. Hello Wim, how are you? Union holding onto the ball well for the moment. Let's see how they play though. They often hold on to the ball, but they don't always do a lot with it. Predictions. Yes, I'll go 2-0. Probably if it's being realistic for Union. 2-0 for Union. And Wim is doing good. That's also good. Now ball on the left side for Union. Yeah, if we're being honest, it's probably gonna be 2-0. And Husseini is doing well here on the left hand side. Loses the ball now, but Union getting the back with Van Houten and he shoots from distance. It's straight at the goalkeeper though. Is my timer on, by the way? It is. Perfect. Now it's a throw in here for Standard. Watchalong Club Brugge Gent, yes. Which is, when is that? I don't know if that's Saturday or Sunday. Let me check. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. On Sunday 1:30, we're doing a watchalong to Club Brugge against Gent. I've got quite a few watchalongs planned. I need to start posting my schedule every week. Every week, because Monday I make a schedule. I need to actually start posting my schedules. Still 0-0 here, and Standard has the ball for the moment. And Union struggling to hold on to the ball, hit easily dispossessed by Standard. Standard now going forwards to the right. Long ball by Standard, it's not a great one though. And now I'll throw in for the Standard. For the moment, I thought they would give him a free kick here because the referee pulled out his, don't know what you call it, where you draw lines with free kicks. Who needs to win this game? Preferably Standard. Because Standard is shit. So they're not gonna be in any title races. And Union Saint-Gilloise is a... well, they're a mediocre club. Let's be honest about it. You know what's fucking funny? The amount of fans that aren't Belgian that latched onto Union Saint-Gilloise because they had a good season after getting promoted. There are so many foreign watchers of the Belgian league that just latched onto Union Saint-Gilloise. Like, you don't know anything about that club's history, yeah? Because everyone latched onto it thinking, oh yeah, they're a small club getting up in the big time, but Union is like one of the 5 biggest teams in Belgium. Brisk out now. I'm guessing you're not happy about the defeat in the Champions League. Well, Feyenoord has... isn't Feyenoord champion right now? Let's check. I thought Feyenoord won the Eredivisie last year. Didn't they? Oh no, that was 2 years ago, yeah. 2 years ago they won Eredivisie. Wait, and who won Eredivisie? Transfermarkt Eredivisie. Who won Eredivisie the year before or the year after then? Let's check. All champions. Oh, it's PSV. Okay. Yeah, PSV won. Obviously, before that, Ajax won 3 in a row. Ajax has 36 league titles, which is just a little bit more than I believe that's like... no, isn't that the exact same as Real Madrid? Obviously they play in different leagues, but I'm pretty sure that they have the exact same league titles. Yeah, they both have 36. And you're holding onto the ball here. And you're moving it to the right. And now a ball forwards, looking for their striker there, but they can't find Ivanovic. And now Standard back on the ball. It's been a slow start so far, nothing has really happened at all. You're a fan of the new Super League proposal. I don't know what the new proposal would be, but I'm a bigger fan of the Super League in any form than I am of what the Champions League has become. Because here's the fact, yeah. Here's the fact. The Super League, people only hate the Super League because they are fans of top 5 league teams. Yeah? Oh, the Super League is this, sad, blah blah blah. The Super League will balance things out between the top 5 leagues and the rest of Europe financially. The new Champions League format is designed to kill the Super League, and the new Champions League is gonna be the Super League, but instead of closing the gap between teams that aren't in England or a top 5 league and those top 5 leagues, just trying to make the gap bigger. So I absolutely hate the new Champions League format. I will take any form of a Super League, yeah? But it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. The top 5 leagues just wants to completely kill the lower leagues. And you can't do anything about it. They've got all the money. Now a ball on the left here for Union. Long ball by Union, it's not a great one though. Oh, Viseni will get there though. I thought Viseni won't get there, but he just barely got there. It's good defending by Standard, but it does concede a corner. And now Union can take a corner. Club next needs win in danger. Do they need a win? Corner is swept in here by Union. It's fisted away. Boss. They're mid-table right now. They're fine. I guess a win does help. They've only won one game so far in the league. RWDM is going to be promoted again from what it seems so far. Corner whipped in again by Union, headed away by Standard. Ball going backwards now. Union going all the way back to Maurice. Now ball on the left here with Terho, who goes backwards to Burgess. And now ball into Sadiki here, who is on the other side of the pitch for some reason. Union has a Europa League game coming up as well next week, I believe. I might watch that. We'll see what other Europa League games there are at the time. Nathan whips the ball in and looks for Terho, who just heads it over the bar. That was a good chance though. Robin Veldman, ex-RSA Futures. So that's the youth team of Anderlecht. What is he doing right now? What is he doing? Robin Veldman, let's see what this guy is doing right now. Oh, he's at Group Next right now. It's a Dutch guy. Not quite sure how I feel about foreigners being in charge of our academies. Because it creates the same thing that you had in Germany. You don't get those foreigners don't have the same culture of football as you have. So it's a culture thing, you know? It's a culture thing. I'm not quite a fan of having people who did not grow up in your specific footballing culture taking charge of your academies and stuff. I'm not really a big fan of that, if I'm being honest. You just ruin the footballing culture of your country, and it works sometimes. Like, look at Pep Guardiola, the club, Man City, such a great youth academy, and that's because he had the entire academy system at Man City changed around. But as far as culture goes, it's not a great thing. Because Belgian football culture has never been total football, has it now? Unlike in the Netherlands. But you invite those foreigners, and suddenly they're trying to import their culture into your country. I'm just not a big fan of that kind of stuff. And now Sadiki tried to get the ball forward to Fuseni, but he lost the ball. Now Fuseni and Sadiki goes down to ground. No free kick is given though, it will be a goal kick. Yeah, he went down a bit easily to hit. Now goal kick for Standard. And now a ball onto the right. And, oh, Standard is doing well. Hit Standard! Almost got a goal there as well. We just need a Standard goal here to really rattle the Union fans. If there's any Union fans watching, no offense. Leo ruined German. Leo. Are you trying to insult Pep Guardiola by calling him Leo? that's at least more unique than most. Ruined German football a whole generation with his Spanish academies. I completely agree. German football was completely fucked up by Pep Guardiola. They lost their identity. You need to have Germans in German football academies. You need to have Spaniards in Spanish football academies, Belgians in Belgian academies, and so on. Because it is a culture that you simply cannot replicate if you are a foreigner. And that is no offense. But let's be honest, nobody wants to learn Arabic from a white guy. If you're Middle Eastern, do you want me to be your Arabic teacher? I reckon you don't. So why would you want me to teach your children how to play football in your country's style if I'm a foreigner? Makes absolutely no sense. I do, and almost a goal there by Union. Ivanovic, that is a very weak header. I believe that's Ivanovic. Let's see that again. Ivanovic, oh, that's a pathetic header. Come on, I had that better. When I get a chance like that, I give it a bullet header. Come on, I do that better. That is pathetic. That is pathetic. You're a professional striker? My god. How are you not in the 2nd division? Actually, scrap that. 3rd division. Did you see that? Now Union going forward, hit again to the right and shot straight at the goalkeeper. And whipped up in front of goal again and now cleared. Leijsen now. Funnily enough, Leijsen scored an own goal in this game. Because in this game, Leijsen still played for Leuven rather than Union. And he scored an own goal in that game. The same Leijsen that's on the pitch right now, spamming crosses constantly. And Union player is down on the ground here. Let's see on replay what happens because I wasn't paying attention here head to head. No homo, not like that, pause. But yeah, head to head, that's gonna hurt. And he stayed down on the ground here. I believe it's Stadhol on the ground. Obviously, it's difficult to tell when there's 20 people standing around him. Apparently, that ball across the face of the goal by Rasmussen was 100 kilometers per hour. It didn't look nearly that fast, but apparently it was. Yeah, it wasn't Stadhol on the ground, it was Castro Montes. So far, Standard hasn't really done anything yet. They've had the ball for a few moments, but they've not done anything with the ball. They've had it for a few moments and passed it left and right a few times, but for the rest they haven't actually done anything. Standard now moving the ball to Epolo, the goalkeeper. Standard need to pick up the pace a bit here. They're staying in their own half way too long. Now a ball forward by Standard into Bulla, who goes backwards. They need to move the ball out wide here to Kamada more. You need to get Kamada and Fosse involved, your wingers. Union is gonna sit deep, so when defending, so you need to get your wingers involved. Because they play very high up the pitch here, Union, but when they lose the ball, they go backwards with a back five, so you need to get your wingers involved when you attack against Union. Currently, Standard is not really doing that hardly now. Now Standard is going forwards down the left, Kamada, but he's all alone, like look at that. I get the point is to cross into the box, but you can't take on 3 men and then cross into the box consistently, can you now? That's very good footwork here by Sutal. Oh, and now Standard has lost the ball and Union can counter. And Union is 3-on-3 here. You have to cut the ball back for Zane. He's shit. He loses the ball. Hello Vedon, how are you doing? And it's going to be a corner now for Union. This guy is so shit, isn't he? Wingers in this league are dead. Wingers in every league except La Liga are dead. Look at the Premier League. They have one good winger over there, Savinho, and Pep Guardiola is on his way to ruin him as well. And anyone who tells me that Pep Guardiola knows best, why didn't you win the Champions League against Chelsea? Just saying. Pep Guardiola isn't some saint. Because the truth is, and this is something that a lot of people get angry about, the truth is, as a tactical manager, Pep Guardiola is only above average. Well, how can he be above average? He does this, blah blah blah. He's only slightly above average. Pep Guardiola's skill is man management and improving players. Because every player Pep Guardiola has looks better with him than without him. Why is that? Because Pep Guardiola improves players. Tactically, Pep Guardiola is not some genius. So whenever people try to tell me that Pep Guardiola knows best and that I should just trust him because what he does with his wingers are amazing. Sorry, that's an outdated tactic that he used since he first arrived at Barcelona, and I'm fucking tired of it. I've got like about halfway. I've done about halfway of that, so I'll be done pretty soon, I think. Once I'm completely finished, I'll send you all the stuff. Some of the recording was a bit shoddy though. Some of the parts that I recorded could have been a bit better, I can't lie. I'm gonna have to fix up next time I'm coming along. When is your next game? Union going forward now. Sadiki has to cut the ball back. He does. Ivanovic is shit. Ivanovic is begging for the... I don't know what he's begging for. Is he begging for a corner or penalty? I have no idea. Alright. Now a throw in for Union. I'll probably be out for 1 or 2 weeks with my wrist. How badly is your wrist fucked up? Because I know it was like... It was like... splattered or something like that, but Don't quite know what the details are. Oh, Castromontes does very well here. And now he's just as I say, Castromontes does that very well, he just gives the ball away, of course. Pep hates football, he is just obsessed with trophies. And now just hit for Sadiki or Husseini, sorry, who has to score, but he bottles it. No, my days, Union just can't finish their dinner right now. They've had a few chances already. Ivanovic with a weak header. And for anyone who wasn't watching the game, yeah, go back to that Ivanovic header. I don't know exactly when it was. I believe it was something in the 30th minute. Sorry, a 10-year-old kid takes that header better. That was the most pathetic header I've seen in a long, long time. But Union just bottling their chances right now. Pep hates football, he's just obsessed with trophies. Discord sound effects, let me turn off my... let me turn the Discord off, give me a second. So that I don't get disturbed by it constantly. It's a picture of my cousin's wrist that I've been sent. Because he's currently injured. It's unfortunate that I didn't film his throw-in yet, because I kid you not, this guy, his wrist was fucked up, and his team was like, take the throw-in. So he goes to take the throw-in, and I was recording the game. I had just turned off my camera, literally just turned off my camera, to check the footage to see if it was filmed well. Because they had scored a goal not too much prior to that. As he takes a throw-in, yeah, the ball literally just goes 1 meter in front of him. I wish I had filmed that. Pretty sure I don't have my Haaland shirt with me right now. Unless it's like behind me. On desk you can see my wrist, yeah, I checked. Vedan with team supports in Belgium. Vedan is a Cercle supporter, so yeah, my Haaland shirt, I don't think I have it with me right now, so I'll wear it Sunday for the Man City game. Because there is a Man City game on Sunday, so I'll wear it then. And free kick is very weak by Union. And now Despossessi, when the ball back hit with Van Houten. Van Houten goes back to Castromontes. And now ball is whipped in. Leeson gets a header to it. It's a board headed, and now another headed by, I believe that was Sterho, straight at the goalkeeper. No, it was Ivanovic. Why can't this Ivanovic take a header? Apparently there was only 1 minute of stoppage time. That tells you how little happened in this game. This has not been a very entertaining game. Has been a decent watch along, so thank you guys for popping into the stream. Why can't this Ivanovic guy take a header? Like, oh my... This guy would rather die than properly take a header. I can see it on your shelf behind you. This ain't my Haaland shirt though. This is a different shirt. It has no name on it, so... This also needs to go into the washer. That's not my Haaland shirt. That's a shirt without a name on it. Yeah, the first half was fucking boring. I can't lie. That was a boring first half. Nothing really happened. Union bottled a few chances, I suppose, but other than that, nothing really happened. I need to put that... I need to bring that one downstairs to wash it as well. I'll be right back. I'll quickly throw that into the washing machine. Your game was actually interesting because it was open-ended. So no, that's not true. That game was open-ended. This game has just been Union crosses the ball once every 5 minutes, and that's been the entire game. I enjoyed watching, what was his number again? 26 in your game. You were terrible though. And the other team had some decent ballers, but they weren't that great, if I'm being honest. They just had a better trainer, I can't lie. Their coach was just way clear of yours. Your coach was literally on the side of the pitch with a bottle of Coke. And that's literally what he did. Gotta go. I'll see you on the next one. And I'll send you the footage once I'm done editing it. And thank you for popping in, by the way. But yeah, second half of the game coming up soon. So far, Union has had pretty much all the ball. And the chances, like Standard went for it a few times. I don't believe they got any meaningful shots away. They got a few shots away, but I don't think anything on target. Union had a few shots. All their shots on target were very weak. Like the header, the shots from distance from, I believe, Terho or Gascomontes. I don't know which one of the two it was, but it was a very weak shot. So, yeah, Union could definitely be playing a lot better here. It's been nothing impressive. Standard, meanwhile, they need to get their wingers involved. Union, when they lose the ball, they go into that back five. You need to make that spread apart. So you need to get your wingers involved. Camara, Fosse, they have hardly touched the ball. They might as well be fullbacks, those two, because they don't actually do anything right now, other than defending. They don't get the ball when they're going forwards. Bula, I don't remember him doing anything. And I don't even remember Zakiri touching the ball once. Has he touched the ball at all? I don't remember him getting to the ball even once. So yeah, it's an interesting, I suppose, game plan. But it's gonna have to be majorly fixed up by Standard. The best chance that they got was that one shot where Union was just defending terribly. Then the ball just came through to... Actually no, Zakiri did touch the ball on that one shot. I believe that was him. Unless it was Benjidra. But I think it was Zakiri who had that shot. That went just wide from... That's ought to be 14 yards or something like that. So, that's the best chance that Standard have had. That's the only chance they've had. And it came from poor defending on Union's side rather than good attacking by Standard. And let me check Twitter here for any potential news as we wait for the second half to start. Let's see, is there any news here? Yeah, terrible news. Terrible news for the Manchester City fans. We're in for Simon Says. Xavi Simons, really? Javi Simmons is so fucking shit. Why would we want him? For anyone who doesn't watch Javi Simmons play football, yeah? He is the equivalent of a donkey. No, sorry, that is Kai Havertz. He is the equivalent of a cuckoo. You know the cuckoo birds? That is what Javi Simmons is. Except he's the one getting cucked by those birds. Hello, I'm Nate. Did I miss anything? A terribly boring first half. And you're about to witness a terribly boring second half as well. So no. You didn't miss anything worthwhile. Apparently, I just saw this as well. If Guardiola goes, would Arteta take the Man City job? He doesn't get the Man City job. Like, let's be honest, Arteta is not a good manager. He doesn't touch that Man City job. He doesn't get near it. Yeah, let's maybe do something in the second half rather than just staring at my screen. Let's talk about this. Talk about this extensively. And I need to actually just do a stream on this. I need to sit down, invite some guests and do a proper full stream on this subject because I want to talk about it with somebody so badly. I'm gonna have to get guests on my channel to do a stream about this. Don't know who's gonna want to come on for a channel with 336 subscribers. By the way, somebody must have subscribed during this stream, because I'm pretty sure it was 335 before. So thank you for subscribing, whoever it was, but yeah. Let me, where is my headset? Where the fuck is my headset? Oh, it's here. God, I'm blind. I'm blind today, aren't I? This is charging. Ah, you have enough battery. Yeah, let's talk about this. I need to do a proper stream about this. I'll invite some people and I'll see who I can get on. Need to figure out your opinions first, of course, but so that I don't invite 5 people who are all gonna be attacking me onto the panel. But I need to actually just invite some people and talk about this on my channel, but for now, let's make this shit up. And let's watch this video together. No, that's not what I meant to do. Share the screen. Why don't you want to share the screen? Oh my days, bruv. YouTube is gonna give me an aneurysm on, or sorry, not YouTube, OBS is gonna give me an aneurysm. Why don't you see it? Oh my days, can this work? There you fucking go. Finally. Only took about 30 minutes to figure it out. Well, that's a lie, it took 1 minute, but sometimes OBS just does not want to do OBS, I suppose. Yeah, let's talk about this. I've not watched this yet. This is my first time watching this, so let's see what his opinions are.
Has created the Super League right under UEFA has created the Super League right under our noses. What is this? After
It's not quite a Super League, but the point of this is to stop a Super League from happening. And the reason they don't want a Super League to happen is, I've talked about that before. They want to have all the money in the top 5 leagues. What the Super League does is it says, we replace your domestic league. You no longer have the Premier League, or you can still have that, but as a second division, I suppose. You no longer have the Premier League, you no longer have La Liga, you no longer have the Portuguese league, for example. Now you have the Super League. And let's say you have first division, second division, and then you have the domestic divisions in every country. What that does is it takes away the prize money from the Premier League, from the La Liga, from these leagues, right? And it puts the prize money in the Super League. Why is this bad according to European clubs? Well, obviously it's bad because then suddenly these Portuguese teams can compete with you financially. These Dutch teams, German teams can already compete, Italian teams actually, Hungarian teams, all of them can suddenly compete with you financially. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? That's utterly terrible. That's utterly terrible because now you have a situation where you can no longer try to completely marketize, and let me show my screen like this actually. You can no longer try to completely dominate the market by owning it. Because that's what the top leagues do right now. They own the market and that's how they dominate it. So that's why I hate the system.
match day 1, this is the league standings. This is the Super League right in front of our eyes, and it's only going to get worse. The points-based system. What is a league? They have literally created a Super League, and no one has blinked an eyelid. This new format was the answer to the Super League. And what have UEFA gone and done? Created a Super League. How are people not complaining about this? It's probably a similar structure as to what the Super League was going to be like. But because it's UEFA, no one has a problem with it. It is crazy. No, half the people still don't even understand it. They don't even know what's an important game or what isn't an important game.
To be fair, it's the first season, so of course it's gonna be a bit difficult to understand from the first season what is and isn't supposed to be an important game. Yeah, I like it. You see, it's easy to like this system if you're a fan of a big team. This system benefits about 1% of football fans. Because here is the fact here. The majority of football fans do not root for a big club. The majority of football fans are a fan of a smaller team in their local area. That is the truth. Most fans are casual. You have more fans that watch a top team in their local country than actually watch Manchester City. So take Man City for example. How many fans does Man City have? Take the entirety of the Premier League. How many fans do you have in the Premier League? Now compare that to the Hungarian, Dutch, French, well maybe not French, but yeah, Hungarian, Dutch, Belgian, Luxembourg, San Marino. These are small leagues with fans. Portuguese league, Austrian league, Polish league, Finnish league, Swedish league, Danish league. Like when you add all these leagues up, you have more fans than the Premier League. But the biggest benefit, and even when you keep adding this up, you take all of Europe versus the top 5 leagues of Europe, you're gonna have more fans in the rest of Europe. But this system benefits not just the top 5 leagues, but specific clubs within those top 5 leagues, yeah? And people love this system. They love it because, oh, it's gonna make the top 5 leagues richer. Yeah, this system just completely fucks up the majority of European football fans who are not a fan of a top 5 league club. But nobody wants to talk about that. And the reason why nobody talks about that is because you don't have fans of a Portuguese league team in these panels, in these social media discussions. I promise you, personally, it is not very profitable to be a fan of a team in the Belgian league. I don't get half the views I do on Club Brugge videos, and not even half as I do on a Man City video. And Man City is already not as profitable as other clubs like Arsenal, who have bigger fan bases, like factually they do. So, being a fan of these big leagues is not profitable, so you don't get big channels with fans from these small league clubs. So the small league voice is completely drained out. Even though they make up the majority. And that's the problem, yeah? That's the problem. You don't have these discussions with the majority of football fans. You have it with a small minority. And they are the minority, don't be mistaken, who are just highly centralized within those big elite clubs. Corner ripped in here by Sandar. It's a decent corner way overcooked though, and it's gonna go out for a goal kick. But yeah, everything you hear on social media, yeah, it's so skewed towards the top European clubs. They all love this system because they're all thinking from the perspective of their club. They don't think of the perspective of the majority of football fans. And it's not their fault, yeah, I don't blame them. They simply don't have the perspective of the majority of football fans. They don't know what it is like to be the fan of a big club in Belgium, because big club. They don't know what it's like to be the fan of a big club in Scotland. They don't have that perspective. They simply don't have it. And we need a lot more people who are fans of Red Bull Belgrade, Red Star Belgrade, who are fans of teams like Bratislava, fans of teams like Lokomotiv Moscow, to get their voices heard, because currently you just have this one-sided discussion about this is more money for the Premier League, how good? Fucking Europutas. Throw in now by Union from Machida. Now Rasmussen almost lost the ball there. Machida now whips a cross in it, and Sadiki misses the volley. Sadiki will try again. It's blocked by Ivanovic, who gets angry at Sadiki for taking the ball out of his feet. And now ball with Tadhul. Tadhul passing. Now it's going to be a goal kick for Sandar. Now goal kick has been taken by Sandar, and Ipolo is holding onto the ball. Long ball by the Sandar goalkeeper, looking for Zakiri. Zakiri can't hold onto the ball. Now Union is back on it with Castromontes. Castromontes plays the ball into Sadiki. Sadiki trying to step into midfield, goes backwards and receives the ball back from Van Houten. The passing by Union has not been great so far at the start of the second half here. Could be a bit better. A few passes have just been, well, not a few, quite some passes have been a bit stray, I suppose. Now, ball across the box by Union and put it away. Union trying to move the ball forwards again, but they struggle to hold on to it. The ball going backwards again. And that's going to be a free kick. A free kick for the Standard here. And you'll have gone forwards again, but I mean, it's squandering chances again. That was half a chance there. And the ball backwards was not good enough. You've seen that already in the first half, but that was a lack of clinical finishing, I suppose. And what we've also seen is just terrible attacking play by Standard, and it seems to be repeating itself again here. European Super League would be lit, but people hate it because of UEFA propaganda. No, yes and no, yes and no. The first suggestion of the Super League without relegation was terrible. But now they have a new suggestion, or well, not really new, but the format of the Super League with promotion and relegation, that would be lit. That would be lit. And UEFA has taken its fullest advantage of the terrible branding with the first Super League campaign, not the second Super League campaign, but the first one, to absolutely kill off any chance for the Super League. You will never have a European Super League. You will never have the power taken away by from UEFA. Yeah? You know what you'll have? You'll have UEFA controlling everything, just like they've always done, even more so now, and completely cucking the Super League and its format and all of that. I honestly wish that the Super League did exist. It would just make football so much fairer. People complain about football being unfair because of money, and then they go on hating on the Super League, which was like, the entire point of that was like, make football across Europe more financially fair. But UEFA has just such a way with its propaganda, doesn't it? Most people don't actually know what the Super League would be. Most people that hate it don't know what it is. So I suppose that's true for everything, isn't it? Most people that like the Super League don't know what it is either. Most people just pick sides without knowing what they're fighting for, I suppose, so... People are just stupid. I suppose that's the conclusion. People are stupid. And Dida came off. He's dropped a stinker. Stinker and hooked tweets by Lee Gunnar Wen. I doubt he's watching this game, however. Long ball to the left here by Union. It's a good ball as well. And that hole across the net, and oh, that's weird by the Standard goalkeeper. I think he got a touch to that. Oh, that's weird. And now Standard going forwards again. Union gets the ball back safely to Maurice, so... And dispossessed very easily. Now going forward, say Standard. Standard shot from distance. And Stadho on the ball now. But a free kick is given for offside to Union. You can just continue playing, you know. They have the ball. For some reason, there are a lot of people, by the way, who think you can't play advantage if it's offside. You absolutely can play advantage in any situation. Like, except for when a player is like, actually, when it's like a health risk, then you have to stop play always. But like, unless it's like health reasons to stop the game, you can actually just continue the game and give advantage for anything. Red card offense, you can give advantage. As long as nobody is, of course, injured and health endangered. Offside, you can give advantage. There are a lot of people who think you can't give advantage for offside, which is just weird. I don't know where that myth comes from. But you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And now Sadiki has won the ball back for Union. Union going forward. Said Ivanovic straight at the goalkeeper. Five-hour stream today? Nah, not feeling it. I think that 5-hour stream is gonna be my top stream for a while. I'm not sure when I'll do my... because Lee Gunnett has an 8-hour stream at some point. So I want to beat that and do an 8-hour 30 stream. But we'll see when we do that. We'll see when we do it. I don't want to do a stream that is like multiple watch-alongs to get there. Because that's just cheating. Because then you're really just conglomerating multiple streams into a single one. I want to do a proper 8-hour stream at some point. To 8-hour 30 minutes stream at some point. To beat Lee Gunnett's 8 hours. Which I believe is his biggest or longest stream. You know, I gotta prove that I've got that word rate after all. Can somebody teach Lee Gunnett how to take a screenshot, by the way? No offense to Lee, but whenever he posts screenshots, it's like not a screenshot, it's like a picture taken with his phone from his screen. It's like old man stuff. Although he does have a Mac, so I don't know if you can take screenshots on a Mac. I've never used one. And oh my days, Ivanovic can't hold on to a ball as well. That could have been a counter-attack for Union if Ivanovic just knew how to use his feet, I suppose. He doesn't even know what left or right is, I think. This game has been, it has been utterly terrible. You're absolutely right, this game has been utterly terrible. I'm about ready to fall asleep watching this. Like, inshallah, can somebody please save me, because I don't want to keep watching this. We haven't seen anything interesting yet in the second half. Let's maybe point that out. Literally nothing has happened in the second half. Except for the half chance for Union. That's about it. Quality of football is in the gutter. And the Belgian League is more entertaining to watch than the Premier League, by the way. Which is why I don't do a lot of Premier League watch-alongs. If you ever wondered why I barely do Premier League watch-alongs on my channel, the Premier League is the most boring league to watch. I promise you, bro. You can't find a more boring league to watch. Ball cleared now by Union. It's straight into the crowd. And Standard will take a throw in now. It's a long throw in and Standard trying to hold on to it. They're surrounded by Union defenders and Union win it back. In the end, they got a free kick here. Oh, that's soft. I dropped I'm fiddling around with stuff now. I'm just fiddling around. Let me put this away. That's a very soft free kick. That's very soft. No offense here, but that's terrible refereeing. I will not give a free kick for that. That's all I'm saying. And it's swept in. It's a low driven cross. Booted away by the Union defenders. It will be a throw in now for Standard. They don't seem to be taking that straight into the box, so. Ball on the left now. Give the ball to Kamara. There you go. Whip it in. There you go. It's a decent cross and it's a header. And it's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Maurice now with a long ball. Ekert got his head to it, and Ekert's header was better than the header on the other side in the first half by Ivanovic. Then again, that is the worst header I've seen in my lifetime. For anyone just joining here, not watching this game, go back and look at Ivanovic's header. Oh my, that is the worst header I have seen in years. Proper years. He had the entire net free to him. And he puts zero power onto the head. The ball was literally right here. Perfect for the header. And he gave it the most soft, gentle of... how is he a professional striker, ref? I can find you a 10-year-old kid who can take headers better than that. Go to any academy, yeah? Get a 10-year-old. They can take headers better than that header. And so, the game stays at 0-0. And we continue to watch this utterly boring slugfest. Standard now moving the ball backwards. And it's a long ball by Standard looking for Fosse, but Fosse has done about nothing in this game. Oh, that's not true. He's done about one or two things. Now, cross into the box by Standard. It's headed away. Standard with another shot, and Standard is pressing up more now. At least they're doing something. Spanish football is keeping my love for the sport alive. It's crazy how there's no good football anymore except for La Liga. Like, consistently good football. Like, you always had boring games here. But I remember watching the Premier League back in the early 2010s. You would not be bored watching an average mid-table clash. Like, I remember watching games like West Brom against... Let's say West Brom against Ipswich, right? Or sorry, not Ipswich, Stoke. That game was interesting. Imagine watching West Brom against Stoke City now. Maybe that's not fair since neither are in the Premier League, but imagine watching Ipswich Town against Leicester City. That would be completely boring, like, let's be honest. But if you watch the newly promoted clubs in La Liga, they will give you a proper game. Whipped into the box now by Union and headed away. Tidehole now. Tidehole whips another ball into the box. It's stray. And now Union on the ball again. Union going backwards. Come on, whip it in. Whip it in. Cross a ball. There you fucking go. Oh my days. Why do they take 20 touches before they cross a ball? And now Union is going back. They almost lost the ball there to, I believe, Ekert, who's playing very high up here. Sorry, no, it's Zakiri chasing after the ball here, trying to win his back. It's a one-man army right now, and he's not faring very well. Now a throw in for Union. Now Sofiane Boufal is coming off, or sorry, on for Rasmussen. Rasmussen is coming off, Boufal is coming on. Yeah, I don't know. Union fan, if you're an Union fan, tell me down in the chat, but I have never really liked Boufal. I know he was decent in that, was it the World Cup in Qatar? I know he was decent, but I've never really thought he was that good, if I'm being honest. But yeah, do tell me if you're an Union fan, what you think of him. And now Standard going through here very easily. That was terrible defending by Union. They won the ball back now, because it was worse attacking by Standard. Now a chance to counter hit. Union have to play the ball fast, have to Fuseni. Fuseni is free, come on, play that ball. Now it's too late. Now Union still going forwards, and they've lost the ball. Inshallah, bro. Wow. And that was Boufal with his first few touches of the ball getting fouled already. Second half is better than the first at least. Sure. Second half is better, but could still use a bit more. A bit more, yeah? This is a good position to... You know what, yeah? If Union still has Puertas, he scores his free kick every time. Union fans don't realize how badly they actually miss Puertas. I remember, yeah? I know a Union fan in real life. And when Puertas left, I texted him on WhatsApp. And I said, Puertas is a proper baller. You are going to miss him. And he was like, nah, we'll be fine without Puertas. I was like, you'll be fine without Puertas? You'd think you'll be fine without Puertas? He was convinced, yeah. He was convinced. Without Puertas, we are fine. Look at Union right now. Just utter dog shit. Let's be honest, let's dig it. Just terrible. Puertas was just so good, and on the set pieces, yeah. Whenever Puertas had a set piece, my cheeks were clenching, bro. I was like, please don't score. And he always fucking scored. Puertas is actually one of the best set piece takers in the world. Not just in the Belgian league, in the world. And that's a terrible set piece, yeah. There, in that position, Puertas whips that in, scores. Like, I get Puertas wasn't a perfect player, yeah? He by no means was, otherwise Union would have won a title by now, but... Puertas on set pieces was just different gravity. Genuinely one of the best in the world. Like, if we ignore, like, the older generation players who are, like, leaving football right now, I can't immediately think of a player who is better with set pieces. Like, of the current generation, like, 23, let's say 23 to 28-year-olds. I genuinely can't think of anyone who takes better set pieces than Puertas. Odegaard, maybe. Odegaard. And that's about it. Zaragoza takes some decent set pieces, but I don't know how old Zaragoza is. Zaragoza age. How do you spell Zaragoza, by the way? Zaragoza... How do you spell his name? Oh my days, how do you spell this guy's name? No, that's not it. Give me a second, I will figure out how to spell this guy's name. I want to check how old this guy is. In fact, I did a watch along to it. Let me just look up the team name. Maybe that's gonna be a bit easier. How is this guy's name spelled? Oh my days. Zaragoza. Is it a Z? I believe it is. Like, he plays for Osasuna, right? Osasuna. How is Zaragoza's name spelled? Dos Pestes under. 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 Dos Pestes under I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, mate, but thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, that's how it's spelled. Zaragoza. Brian Zaragoza. How old is this guy? He's 23. Maybe he's better than Puertos, but still one of the best in the world. Anyhow, throw in now for Sandar, and substitutions as well for Sandar. Let me actually translate this because I have no idea what you're saying. Duas peças under. Translate. There we go. And give me a second. It's Portuguese apparently. I don't know what this means. I did. Let's look that up as well. .5 never hits this. Horrible. Horrible, yeah. This game has been horrible. I need to get Northside on my channel. Northside needs to come on my channel and translate this stuff, yeah? The football has been terrible so far, though. Second half has been better, to be fair, than the first half. It's all been an utter bore. Now, Union going forward here down the right. Union trying to turn around here with the ball on the right. I believe that's Castro Montes losing the ball, getting a free. Again, that's another soft free kick. I think this referee is very soft. He's given a few free kicks to both sides, which I just don't think are a free kick. Northside's cameo. Northside's cameo, we will be there. Yes, we will be there. Let me DM Northside right now. Let me DM him right now. And whipped into the box here, headed away, and all chance for Sadiki, I believe, was coming onto it. Oh, sorry, that's not Sadiki. But yeah, that was a chance. It will be 0-0. Everton are not capable of scoring are not capable of scoring 2 goals, I mean. Useless. I mean, what team are you a fan of? What team are you a fan of? And that's a poor shot. Or did you have a bet or something? Ball rolls out now for the goal kick here for Sandar. And now a ball forced by Ivanovic, it doesn't reach for Senito. Yeah, I don't understand what you guys are saying. I can't lie. You're gonna have to talk English. I can't lie, I don't understand what you guys are saying. And I'm not gonna keep looking it up on Translate. We're gonna lose one of his tickets. Oh dear. Thrown now by Sandar, taking forever. And they try to lift the ball over here, Sandar, but Union have it back now with who can't hold on to it now, a long ball. It's a poor ball. And it's going to be a throw-in again for Standard, this time further up the pitch. Less boring than the first half, but not a lot better. We had a few moments where it was a bit of activity, but it's not a lot better. And now a free kick hit for Standard. What is Mashidab doing all the way up here? He's way out of position. Normal winning or have won. Don't know if that's the full time. Let's see if that's full time. Lommel SK. I remember Lommel winning the Belgian Cup. Van Hagenstel played for Lommel, didn't he? I believe he did. That was his first trophy, wasn't it? Yeah, full time between Lommel and Anderlecht's B team. Not like youth team, reserve team, whatever you call it. And now ball cleared again by Standard. Now a ball on to the right side for Union. And Castelmonte is struggling here. Pass the ball, mate. Pass the ball. Jesus Christ. These guys hold on to the ball for way too long sometimes. Can you stop DMing me? Oh my days. Let me just leave this server, bro, because I keep getting DM. Actually, no, let me just block the bot. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Come on, let me block it. There you go. You get so many pings from this server, bro. Uh, 1-0 finish. Not sure. I think it will be 0-0, honestly. It's been a terrible game. Qual será el... Yeah, let me look that up on Translate as well. We've got a lot of Portuguese people or Brazilian people coming in. Appreciate you all, but I don't speak Portuguese, unfortunately, so I have to use Translate. Who will be the scorer in this party? Well, game, I suppose that means. Nobody. I think it's gonna be 0-0. Been a terrible game, this. It's been terribly boring to watch, I can't lie. What will be the score in this match? I don't speak Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. I think it's gonna be 0-0. It's been terribly boring so far. It's been terribly boring and both sides have bottled their chances. Mainly Union. Union had it with Ivanovic, bottled it. And also terrible had it as well. Hussein had a few shots. It's been bad. It's been really bad. We also had... I think it's just gonna be 0-0, but we also had a chance with Zakiri, I believe. He can't utilize it. We had a headed from, I believe, Ekert. That was better, but it was a decent save by the goalkeeper, so don't think there's gonna be a goal scorer. No, I don't. I don't see a goal in this game. I think it's just gonna be 0-0. Kind of wish I didn't watch it, that's how boring it is. I should have watched something else. I'm pretty sure that there's other games going right now. Should have watched something else. That's terrible passing. That's terrible by Mashida. And it's a goal kick to Standard. It's a long goal kick. Headed away by... I believe Mashida did. And now a ball on the left with Terhu. Terhu goes backwards. Now ball on the right here, it's Castromontes. Castromontes trying to go forwards. He tries a long ball, it doesn't quite come off. Sandar now. With the ball in midfield, just delivered it straight back to Castromontes, who also gives it straight back. And now a yellow card coming up here for Sadiki as he fouls his player. O'Neill has not been very good today, has he? O'Neill can do a lot better than that. And my chat froze, there we go. I go with... See you on the Watchalong tomorrow, yes. I'll see you there. Why Corinthians? Maybe I should do a Corinthians Watchalong sometime. At least it's not Everton Aston Villa. Yeah, I heard that game was terrible too. I heard that the game was terribly boring as well. I didn't watch it though, luckily. Oh, this is some good skill hit by Van Houten. He loses the ball now, but Union hold on to it. Machida now. Machida with Stadholt. Stadholt tries to play it on for Fuseni. The ball, it's just right for Fuseni to get a foot on it. And will they get a free kick for this? Yes, they will. And a yellow card. Yeah, this referee has been very soft. Free kick maybe, but a yellow card? I mean, Sutalo has made quite a few challenges already, so maybe it's just because he's made so many fouls already, but I will not give yellow for that. A chance to whip one in here for Union. And maybe get a late goal, but as the game's been going, I doubt it. Referee is easily offended. Referee is not balling out, for sure. Union taking their time here with this set piece. Come on, whip it in. There you go, it's whipped in, and it's not a great one. Headed away. Castromontes will try to get there. He tries to win a goal kick, he can't, throw in, he can't. Instead it's a free kick here to, throw in rather, to Sandar. And substitutions for Sandar as well. Yeah, guys, I don't speak Portuguese. Like, I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you guys a lot. It helps a ton. Like I'm serious, it helps a ton. But I don't speak Portuguese. That's not what I should have done. Will be a free kick now for Union. This game is getting scrappy now. Looks like he's coming off here, is he? Is Sadiki coming off? I think he is. So many Brazilians, lol. Yeah, you know what it is? Once they see that it's like, that Jet is going in Brazilian, or like, Portuguese, they think, oh, this guy is speaking Portuguese, but then they Jet in, of course, and it's like, this guy ain't speaking Portuguese. And then they're like, well, this is a scam. And then they unsubscribe. Well, credit to them, most of them haven't unsubscribed. Only one has. And he has absolutely got no reason to say either. They probably subscribe hoping to speak some Portuguese with somebody who likes football. And then they get a random Belgian. Half Belgian, half German, who doesn't speak German because he grew up in Bruges. Who doesn't even speak Dutch at times. Now Machida trying to play this ball forwards, it's a board ball forwards. And Machida now, to get the ball back, he moved it all the way back to Maurice. That's good play by Machida. Maurice now on the ball. Maurice with a long ball. And had it away again. Poor defending by Van Houten, but Machida gets the ball back. Machida going forwards. Union is going forwards itself, trying to get something here. I don't reckon there will be too much stoppage time, maybe 3 minutes. Apparently the Belgian league must be popular so in Brazil. At least for gambling, at the very least. Now a long free kick here by Union, straight into the hands for Epolo. Epolo now a long ball looking for his striker, I believe that's Ekert all the way forwards. It's a poor control though. And Union will have the ball back. And yet Gaba Unga came off by the way. The substitute who came on, he came off again. He was injured. Always nice when you have to substitute your substitute, isn't it? 5 minutes of stoppage time apparently. You are being banished to Brazil. Oh no. Can I talk with Brazilian Hatsune Miku? What is his name? Hatsune Miku then? I don't think I mind getting banished to Brazil then. That was weird. Why can't I... There you go. Philippe Coutinho is very Basque. Shout out to Belgium. Is Philippe Coutinho from the Basque region? I didn't know that. Coutinho. Where is Coutinho born? Philippe Coutinho is born in... Well, I guess you didn't mean that literally. Unless I'm completely missing. You mean the Basque region in Spain, right? Yeah, thanks for the shoutouts to Belgium. Or unless you mean that he's like Basque in ethnicity. Maybe that's what you meant. I didn't know that actually. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Ball on the left now for Union. Whipped one in. It's a decent cross. Cleared so by Standard. This game can stay at 0-0 for my part. Come on Standard, go forward. Score a goal here. Score a goal. Come on. I just feel like Union is going to find that late goal. I'm just starting to get that feeling now. Within the last 3 minutes, I've got the feeling Union will find a late goal here. Shoutouts to Jordan UN. Don't think that you're gonna receive any shoutouts from Brazilian, my guy. Don't think you're gonna get any shoutouts from Brazilians. You don't exactly get along well, do you now? 5 minutes of stoppage time. 2 minutes of that remain. Ball is headed away by Union. I will send you Vasco da Gama. Is that how you pronounce that? I believe that is how you pronounce that. Shirt with the number 11 from Coutinho here in Brazil. And you will see how Vasco fans are different. Sounds interesting. Vasco da Gama. Oh, that's a Brazilian team. Yeah, I don't know anything about Brazilian football. Except that like Santos used to be a big club and is now kind of struggling. And of course that Palmeiras are pretty good. But I don't know a lot about Brazilian football if I'm being honest. Oh, no way. Corinthians is 18th right now in the league over there. And quite a few games have been played already. There's 20 teams, 26 games. Damn. Corinthians ain't playing well hardly now. I don't know a lot about Brazilian football, I'll be honest about that. Now a long ball hit by Maurice. We're almost at the end of the game. A draw is a good result for Club Brugge. So let's get that draw here. Or maybe a goal if Standard can get a late one. Free kick, come on, just waste some time. Don't even bother getting that goal. Don't bother. Just waste time. They get the game done. Long ball onto the right. And headed away now. And that's full time. There you go. Union have been in terrible form. I feel like, when is the last time Union won a game? That's like 3 games on a row now that they haven't won. Let me check the table. It must be. Oh no, they won obviously against, who was it that they won against? I feel like I watched that game, I should remember. Obviously they lost against Antwerp. I mean, yeah, they drew today, lost against Antwerp, drew against Anderlecht, drew against Sint-Truiden, so their last win is Charleroi. Wow. 4 games without a win. 4 games straight without a win for Union. Normally, Union have a strong start to the season, yeah? That's normally what they do. They start strong and then bottle it at the end, but right now they aren't exactly starting strong, are they? Then again, Club Brugge did not exactly start strong either, but yeah, this is 4 games in a row without a single point. They did get some points. They got 3 draws with only 3 points in 12. Then they lost against Westerlo as well. Drew against Standard. Yeah, it's not been a great season for Union so far. It's a good result for us though. Let's check the league table. Let's check the league table right now. So, have all games in hand been played yet, by the way? No. Gent has a game in hand against Cercle Brugge, which they will win. And if they do win that with more than 2 goals, then Gent go top of the table. Not they go above Club Brugge. Gent is top of the table with 16. Maybe Union will win the league now that they start poorly. A Belgian Tottenham for a reason, mate. Belgian Tottenham for a reason. You know what's so funny? They would have won a league title by now if it wasn't for the playoff system. Club Brugge won 2 league titles over Union because of the playoffs. The playoffs only exist because Union keeps voting on it. Club Brugge is voting against the playoffs. So the fans are like, oh, playoffs this, it's corruption, blah blah blah. And they absolutely hate the playoffs, yeah? But it's Union that keeps voting to keep the playoffs, while Club Brugge votes against it. But yeah, Union... You know what the thing is with Union Saint-Gilloise? A lot of people have latched onto it now because, they were so good for 3 years, but Union has never been it has been a big club. Like, in the past, Union was the biggest club in Belgium, but since World War II, Union has not been a big club in Belgium. And it's not like this ownership is just pumping in money to try and get it to compete. So it's not like Union will have magically turned around here. Union is not exactly the greatest team out there by any means. And a lot of people that were expecting Union to win a league title, that league title had to come within the first 5 years that they were promoted. It's now been, this is the 4th year, I believe, since they've been promoted. They have 2 years to win a league title, because otherwise I think they just go down again. Or maybe they stay as a mid-table team. But I really don't think that Union is going to do much in the Belgian League. Seeing this season might be very awful for Union. It is only 8 games, like, take that with a grain of salt. Manchester City has been worse off after the 8 games, and they still went on to win the league title, which was, what season? I believe that was 2021, where they just won the league title after being like in 10th, after like 19 games or something like that, because they went on a ridiculous winning run, which is especially possible in Belgium with that playoff system, where you can win the league title even if you're in 6th at the end of the season, because of the playoffs, but Union are gonna need to fix up, because have they scored once in the last 3 games? I don't believe they have. Defensively, they're solid. Like, don't get me wrong, defensively, Union is solid. Yeah, 0-0 against Standard, at Standard. 0-0 against Anderlecht. 0-0 against Sint-Truiden. They did not concede against Charleroi either. They did not concede against Beerschot. They did actually. They did not concede against Dender. So they've got a decent defense, but the attack is just not clicking. The reason why, I think, is because Puertas left, and they just cannot cope without Puertas at the moment. I believe Puertas was so important for Union. And obviously Nielsen, they lost their goal scorer as well, but I think Puertas is a bigger loss for Union than Nielsen. Because Union was scoring goals without Nielsen. They scored 3 goals against Westerlo, they scored a goal against Slavia Praha, they scored 3 against Beerschot. So without Nielsen, they were still scoring goals. Puertas leaves, it's just nothing anymore. They haven't scored a single goal since Puertas has left, I believe. Was Puertas still? No, he was still there. Oh my god! I just realized Union has not scored a single goal since Puertas left. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Well then. That might be coincidence, but when did Puertas leave? Let me see. Puertas. Obviously, he left after the Belgian Super Cup because he scored in it. Puertas left on the 26th. So yeah. They have not scored a single goal since Puertas left the club. Wow. It's been 4 games. It's been 4 games since he left. Messi Depensia. Yeah. That is probably Messi Depensia. Inshallah, these guys have not scored a single goal since Puertas left. Obviously, they played against Antwerp and against Anderlecht. Strong teams. Standard at home can still be a force to be reckoned with, but Sint-Truiden? Like, come on, you can't score against Sint-Truiden. Questions need to be asked for Union. Big questions, because that just does not look good. That just does not look good, does it now? And if you look at the league table now, let me share my screen here as we take a look at the league table. Why is it so zoomed in? Or zoomed out rather. Let's take a look at the league table here after only 7.5 games. Give me a second, show screen, there we go. So yeah, can I... I'll just do it like this, I suppose. And let me get myself out of the way. There we go. There you go, I'll set to this. So I have to... There you go. Anyhow, yeah. So if you look at the league table now, and let me zoom in a bit more because it is quite small for you guys. That's what she said, unfortunately. So yeah. Genk is first right now. Only 7 games played, keep that in mind. If Gent wins against Cercle Brugge, who they should beat Cercle Brugge. Is it at home or is it away? Let's see. It is away, but they should beat Cercle Brugge. Then they go top, or no, they go second on goal difference, probably. But, before that is a game between Club Brugge and Gent. And if Club Brugge wins that, then obviously Club Brugge stays above Gent. So that game comes first, and then Gent gets their catch-up game, I suppose. So you should really consider, in my opinion, Gent and Club Brugge level at the moment. At the moment, you should consider them at level, because I do think they will win the other game. Charleroi has 12 points. Wow, who did Charleroi play? I didn't realize Charleroi was doing this well. They beat Beerschot, which they should, but Gent, they beat Kortrijk. Wait, what? They played Gent twice already? This must be pre-season. This must be... Yeah, this is a club friendly. I thought that was weird. Yeah, they did 1-4 over Sint-Truiden, I remember that. Is this pre-season? Yeah, that is pre-season. I did not realize that Charleroi had such a good start to the season, I can't lie. I was like, wait, when did this happen? But yeah, apparently Charleroi is third right now on goal difference. They'll drop down, don't worry, they'll drop down that league table. Anderlecht will beat them, so they'll go down. But yeah, right now, I'll talk about Genk last, because they're top right now. Standard will drop down the table, by the way, don't expect them to stay up there. Same with Westerlo. Westerlo might get top 6, I can't lie. I won't be surprised if Westerlo gets top 6. Union, let's be serious. Who is surprised if Westerlo gets top 6 ahead of Union? Let's say Union is utterly terrible this season. They finished 10th. Westerlo can actually get top 6. I know it's just the start of the season, but maybe we can talk about that, yeah? I won't be surprised if they get top 6. But yeah, let me check Club Brugge's games now, and I'll come back to Genk at last. So obviously we play Gent. If we beat Gent, we are 3 points clear of them. And then we just need to match whatever Genk does until we play them. But let's talk about this, yeah? Gent. Then you play against Charleroi. You should beat Charleroi. So let's assume Club Brugge beats Gent. That's 1 win. Then beat Charleroi. That's 2 wins. You should beat Union Saint-Gilloise in their current form at home. That's 3 wins. Westerlo should be beatable. That's 4 wins. Anderlecht, new manager. Let's see what happens there. Potentially 5 wins. And I'm sorry, after that, who are we playing? Leuven, Beerschot, Sint-Truiden, Dender, Mechelen. How many games is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are looking at 9 wins in a row here, potentially. If we win these 2 big games, or should I say these 3 big games, but I believe we should win this one. then we are looking at 9 wins in a row for Club Brugge, which is on top of their already 4 wins in a row. That would be 13 wins in a row. Nicky Hein much. Is Genk still ahead of Club Brugge then? Is Genk still ahead of Club Brugge if Club Brugge again gets those 13 wins in a row and total 9 wins in a row? I doubt it. I very much so doubt it. And the reason I stopped at 9 in a row is because after that, Club Brugge plays against Genk. Now that's an interesting game. Because will Genk still be top of the table? How far ahead will Club Brugge potentially be of the rest of the league table? That's interesting to think about. I think if Club Brugge goes on that winning spree that I just stipulated, I think you can actually drop points in that Genk game and still be fine. But you should win that Genk game because Genk at home already shown that you're better than Genk in their own gaff. Lost at the end of the day because Nicky Hein had whatever. Nicky Hein decided to stop existing, I suppose, after a while, but Club Brugge is not. I think Club Brugge and Genk have to are in key positions here. Obviously, not just because they're ahead of the rest of the league. I think if you're in the first place of the league, you are always in a key position, right? If you're first place, you're always leading the race, so you're always in a key position. But like Club Brugge, with the games coming up, could potentially set themselves first in the league before even playing Genk. It's very interesting. I'll say that. It's very interesting to think about it. Gent. I think Gent is also in an interesting position right now. And I think Gent might be one to look out for. Because they are the 9th right now. If they win their game in hand, they are the 2nd. So they go from 9th to 2nd if they win one game in hand. So it's very early in the season, obviously. Obviously, it's very early on here in the season. And despite the terrible first few games of the season for Club Brugge, I think Club Brugge can take a good lead here and really get away with a good start in the season. Yeah, that is interesting. I think Club Brugge should win all those games, by the way. I think those 9 games that I just talked about, Club Brugge should win all of them. Really, realistically. As long as we get like 9 points in Europe as well. Like, even if we don't go to the next round, as long as we get 9 points, I'll be happy. And then we can throw away Europe, right? Like, we get those 9 points, we get the money for like getting into the round of 16 or whatever. Then we throw it away. Get it out. And then focus on the league. Like, you still have to play that round of 32, like, in between phase, which is, like, so weird, but, yeah. Anyhow, this was a boring game. Thank you to everyone who has stuck along here. It seems like everyone has left already. Well, there's still 3 people in here. Thank you for watching to the end, but, yeah, thank you for sticking in to the end of the stream here. I appreciate it a lot. And man of the match. I don't know. Mashida was decent. Don't know, to be honest. It's certainly a Union player because Standard did literally nothing that game. Standard did nothing. The entire midfield was shit for Union. Ivanovic and Fuseni were terrible. Leijsen and Burgess were decent. Mashida. Reluctantly, I will say Mashida. But it's only by a sliver. Only by a sliver. He was not very good. Like, don't be mistaken, Mashida was not very good. But I will say Mashida because he was better than the rest on the pitch. So yeah, my man of the match will be Mashida. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking along to the end of the stream here. Actually, we're almost at How long have you been live? Let's check it. How long have you been live? We are very close to getting 2 hours. I might just stay on for another 7 minutes to get that 2 hours. Which is, I think, what I'll do. We'll stick on for just another 7 minutes here, so that we can get to that 2 hours streamed. Because it's nicer. It looks nicer. I would have gotten to 2 hours by now if I went live on time. My mistake. Maybe if I'm on time for once in a while, I can get to my 2 hours without talking 30 minutes after the game. But I like talking to you guys. Especially when you're in the chat. Especially when you're in the chat and engaging with me. Well, no. Not like that. Pause. No homo. If you're the woman, by the way, hit me up. Just kidding. Calm down. Don't cancel me on Twitter for that joke. Talking about Twitter, let's check Twitter one last time before I end the stream to see if there's any news to report on. Let's see, is there anything interesting or news to report on? What is this? Ref incredibly admits he chose not to book Lionel Messi in exchange for his shirt because he missed the... What? Holy fuck, is this real? Let me share my screen. Is this real? Copa America? But that was a World Cup, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, that's about the news that we... That would have been insane if it was real, but yeah, apparently not. Yeah, stop. Oh yeah, this was fucking hilarious. This was fucking hilarious. Let me share my screen properly. If you don't know what this is, well, enjoy. I'll shut up. Enjoy. That's so fucking funny. So many people are angry about that, bro. He wanted to let the kid know live things don't always come easy. Oh, that was fucking hilarious. And you all need a new... They desperately need a new striker, yeah. They desperately need a new striker. They've been abysmal. They've been proper abysmal. Oh, that's the wrong thing. They've been proper abysmal without Puertas and Nielsen. Like defending, they've done just fine, but going forward, inshallah, bro. Somebody get them a new striker and a new attacking. A striker and an attacking midfielder. That's the two things that they lack right now. I don't think Ivanovic is a proper striker. Like, look at that header. That was terrible. Like, look at it. Utter terrible header by Ivanovic. So, when you look at it like that, yeah. If you have a proper if you have Nielsen, yeah, Gustav Nielsen in that position, he scores every time, every day of the week. He scores that. But they have Ivanovic instead, gets a weak headed on it, and no goal. Then you look at Puertas leaving Union. Obviously, Puerto's been great for Union. But now that he's gone, they don't have him anymore and they just can't create. They have not scored, they have not scored a single goal across all competitions since Puerto's left the club. Go fact check it, it's correct. 4 games, they have not scored a single goal since Puerto's left the club. And okay, 2 games against big teams, but come on, they played against Sint-Truiden, they played against a beatable Standaard team, and they still have not scored since Puerto's left the club. That is an insane statistic for me. They scored when Gustav Nielsen left. They scored 4 goals when Gustav Nielsen left. Against, I believe, Westerlo? I believe? No, it wasn't Westerlo. They scored 4 goals against somebody, I can't remember who it was. It's not like they can't score without Nielsen. It's that they can't score without both Nielsen and Puertas. They need one or the other. Currently they have neither because they both left the club. So they need to get a new striker, a new attacking midfielder. But they also need to find a system where they can get more goals from varied sources, because currently they are too reliant on an attacking midfielder and a striker that they simply do not possess at the moment. And that majorly needs fixing up. But yeah, I have now been live for 2 hours, I believe. Let's check that. Oh, I'm 30 seconds away. I'm 30 seconds away from 2 hours, and I will stay live for another 30 seconds, just so that we can get there. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking along to the end. I see that most people have left the chat already, that it's not a lot of activity anymore, so I will end the stream there. Do like and subscribe if you somehow haven't already, I appreciate it a ton. The game was very boring. If you did not watch the game, you missed nothing. It was incredibly boring. And it was inspiringly... No, what's the correct word? It was the opposite of inspiring. What is the word for the opposite of inspiring? Opposite of inspiring. Well, uninspiring. It was the dullest game you could have watched, I suppose, this week. well, there were a lot of dull games in the Champions League, I suppose, but yeah, that is it for me. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for sticking along to the end, and I'll see you guys on the next one.